calling you. For each pile, I have also selected 2 seashells so that you can also decide if maybe one of those is calling you, since we are channeling the energy for this upcoming summer. I will now play each singing bowl. Here is pile number 1. Here's the seashell we have. I will play the singing bowl now for you. And here is pile number 2. There's the seashell, and I will now play the singing bowl for you. I am now going to begin with pile number 1. Timestamps will be below. Welcome, pile number 1. To begin, we will draw a Green Witch Oracle card to see what Mother Nature is going to bring for you this summer. Pile number 1. The energies from now until the end of the summer. Here we have the Roots card, which is all about healthy patterns and early growth. So you may be going through a growing period this summer, and it's going to be the early stages, but it is going to be for positive change, and roots are a very important part of plants and trees, and it is the foundation. So there will definitely be early growth for goals and plans you have your sights set on for this summer. And that is also all about summer, the growing season, at least for certain plants that like the heat more. So I will now read the message from the guidebook to see what else Spirit wants to communicate with you. I'm just looking for the page number here, Roots. Number 99 is the page number, so you may be seeing 9s around you. And also, as I look at this card, if you have been trying to have a baby, you may get pregnant this summer, or you may know someone who may get pregnant or break the news to you and your loved ones. Roots create a foundation, giving a plant stability and strength, twining deep throughout the soil. They are both anchors and explorers, seeking water and nutrients to feed the plant. Roots expand and divide, creating beautiful natural patterns. The Roots card reminds you to make sure your project has good roots. Don't rise through this early stage of creation. If you ensure a healthy foundation in the early stages, your project will have a better chance of success. Like a strong root system that will support and nourish a plant, it's important to establish routines and healthy patterns you can rely on when life gets chaotic. A reliable foundation will bring you confidence and reduce pressures in times of stress. And a reflection this card offers that you can journal about if you choose is: do you need to go back to the foundation of something? You examine them and perhaps reinforce them. So as I was reading this, I was thinking that summer might be a great time to implement a schedule or a routine that you can fall back on. Summer is a great time to introduce that because the days are longer, so making those changes in our life is a little bit easier. For example, if you want to wake up earlier, right now that's a little easier since there's way more sunlight out there. And once you create those foundations, if you are someone prone to seasonal depression, this might reinforce your routines right now so you're prepared going into the winter months. I will now draw an angel oracle card to see what angels will be around you for this summer. What are the energies around pile number 1 this summer? Here we have motivation, the angel of motivation. So that really reinforces the idea to make routines for yourself, and that will help you stay motivated even on days where maybe you aren't the most motivated, but you have those routines to fall back on, so you're not solely relying on motivation from day to day. But if you establish those routines, it's easier to keep your motivation, because then, even on the days you don't really feel it, you can fall back on what you have to do in your to-do list for the day, and you will see growth, even if you don't really want to be too into it at the moment. And that will help you stay motivated in the long run and not burn out. I will read the message from the guidebook for further messages for you. I'm just looking for the page number here. The angel of motivation says, what gives you the drive to get things done? It might be ambition in your career, the desire to create a happy family life, or the wish to contribute lasting benefits to your society. The angel of motivation directs you to focus on activities that both excite your mind and inspire your soul. By doing so, you can fulfill your highest potential and also grow as a spiritual being. Call on the angel to give you the courage to carry out plans. Ask for the confidence to follow your inner voice so that you stay true to your deepest values. Sometimes the first step of a journey is the hardest, but the angel may help by bringing about opportunities that you cannot miss. With his support, you can aim for the stars. And some symbols of this card include an arrow, orange, sunlight, king, Aries, the zodiac sign, and spring. And an affirmation that Angel offers is, I am motivated by love and inspired from my heart. I am motivated by love and inspired from my heart. So that is great because summer really does give you that extra boost in confidence and motivation to achieve what you want to achieve and focus on your goals. It's just easier with a little bit of vitamin D in us. I will now draw some tarot cards to see what else is incoming for you for the summer. Maybe you will even feel more motivated to continue working on that summer body of yours. But it could be anything, of course. Career, family life, relationships. Oh, we have our first card. I will get 2 more cards. The first one we got here is the Emperor. With the Emperor as your first card, you are going to be getting things done this summer. This really reinforces the having a foundation and a stable routine to fall back on, because the Emperor is just a steady, stable guy, and he relies on his authority to get things done, and that can be him counting on himself and knowing that he is going to do what he says he is going to do, and he is motivated to uphold that view of himself and that self-belief that he's a guy who gets things done. Guy or girl, of course. But it looks like your summer is going to be very productive. And your next card is Judgment. And that could be you judging yourself, and that can help open up new perspectives of what it is you want to focus on and put your motivation into. And maybe you're looking at your habits and behaviors and you're judging, is this really who I want to identify as? Someone who engages in some bad habits or behaviors that maybe you're not the most proud of, and you know that that's not how you want to identify, but you've been struggling to let it go. But summer is your time to make those routines and healthy patterns, and it might only be in the early stages right now, but if you hold to those routines, you will end up where you want to be and being who you want it to be. And let's see what's in your future for the summer. We have the 9 of Cups. Your summer is going to be full of celebration, and that is also a card to be careful to not over celebrate. There will be a lot to celebrate, but Spirit is just warning you a little bit to, drink water, stay steady. You're allowed to have fun, but make sure you keep your routines in check. Don't let your routines fall on the back burner while you are doing these celebrations. Celebrate smartly, but there will be a lot of celebration. Your cup is going to be full. You will be fulfilled this summer. All of the fruits, you're definitely going to be enjoying the fresh fruit out there. That's my favorite part of the summer, is the fresh fruit. So once you stick to your routine and you make that hump of that difficult beginning, what is coming in the future is going to be soul fulfilling. let's see what the moon wants to communicate now for your upcoming summer. Here we have, nothing will come of this situation, void of course, moon. Nothing will come of this situation. This might be about you not wanting to let go of something. Maybe that is around the judgment you're feeling right now. And I will also read the message from the guidebook to farther understand. Nothing will come of this situation, which that can be interpreted in a good or bad way, because maybe you have been worried that what you have been focusing on isn't going to work out, and nothing will come of being stressed out. It's just about getting it done and doing it and making that routine for yourself. Let me just get the message from the guidebook for you. In a form of astrology known as hore, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or this situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news, depending on what you are asking. For example, if you are worried about something, whatever it is, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both your behaviors and your beliefs. Trust in your highest good. The chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out, meditate, and contemplate. Something that came to me as I was reading is that maybe with the judgment card and everything else here, you have been judging different parts of yourself and trying to fix yourself, but maybe you have been ignoring a major issue or shadow that you know you have to deal with one day, and you just kind of keep brushing it under the rug, and maybe that is what needs to be truly addressed, rather than these small little things that is not really the big picture. So I think that Spirit is saying, make sure to be honest with yourself and change what truly needs to be changed, and don't kid yourself. You know deep down what truly does matter, and once you address those shadows, it will help you be more motivated and be that emperor of your future to make your dreams a reality and to experience that Nine of Cups. Because there is a lot of celebration in your summer, and if you stay motivated and hold true to the changes you want to make, you're going to have a lot to celebrate. I hope you have a wonderful summer, and if you enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe, and comment down below how it resonated. I will now be moving into pile number 2. Have a blessed day. Welcome, pile number 2. Let's see what's in store for your summer. I will begin by drawing a Green Witch Oracle card to see what Mother Nature has in store for you. Pile number 2 from now until the end of August. Here you got the trunk, which is all about stability, loyalty, and reliability. We have a tree with some mushrooms and an owl there. Owls might be of some significance to you. Owls are all about being wise, and right now I'm getting a vibe from the owl just sitting there that like you're going to be sitting on the side of the beach and just enjoying the nature and the fresh air around you, and that will bring stability into your life because work hard, play hard, and you have to make sure that you allow yourself to have leisure time, and that is being reliable to yourself and showing yourself self-love and self-care so that you can stay strong like a tree trunk and carry on without getting burnt out this summer. I will read the message from the guidebook for the trunk card. On page 101. Like a spine, the stalk or trunk is the center column of a plant, from which everything branches. It is both the support and connector, unifying the extremities of crown and roots. The newer, fresher wood is softer just beneath the protective bark of the tree trunk, conveys moisture from the ground upward, and moves energy created in the leaves downward. The core is what gives the tree its strength. Like a tree, your core has been formed of past experiences as you've grown. Make a list of your core beliefs, who you are, what you hold dear, and what you would never compromise on. This is who you truly are. The trunk card reminds you to stay true to those beliefs, to provide a safe, stable place for new experiences to develop. And a reflection you can journal about that this card offers is, what have some formative experiences in your life been, and how have they shaped who you are today? Something that comes to my mind as I read this is the work hard, play hard again, is that maybe you view that you shouldn't work too hard and that you should make time for rest and recuperating, but maybe you yourself haven't been practicing that. So Spirit wants you to practice what you preach and don't be too hard on yourself. It's a both give and take with energy. So if we give all this energy into our work, we have to make time to regain that energy once again and come to an equilibrium. I will now draw an angel card to see what angel energies are around you for this summer. Oh, we already got the card here. You have the angel of creativity around you this summer. You're going to be seeing a lot of sunrises or sunsets with this beautiful image and orange sky. You are going to be making more time for your creative passions. Maybe you have been neglecting that. That is something that is important to make time for that a lot of us don't. So summer is the time to play. Engage in the hobbies you love, whether that's painting, journaling, physical activity like yoga, swimming, even meditating. Just anything that allows your mind to take wing in a non-stressful way. So I will now read the message from the guidebook for the Angel of Creativity for you. The Angel of Creativity says, you can bring creativity into any activity, from an everyday task such as cooking a delicious meal, or tending your garden, to painting a picture, or writing a computer program. The Angel of Creativity encourages you to put into action all the ideas and visions that you have. Capture your creative energy by writing down significant thoughts as they arise. Alternatively, take a blank sheet of paper and let yourself write without thinking. The angel may inspire you with ideas that you never expected. Ask her to boost your confidence and help you to ignore any negativity from other people. By tapping into your creativity, you can bring your own unique color to the tapestry of life. Some symbols of this card include painting, the color yellow, beautiful garden, tapestry, seeds, pearl in a shell, and womb. And an affirmation this angel offers that you can use this summer is, I help to shape reality with the power of my creative impulses. I help to shape reality with the power of my creative impulses. So get out there, do a little paint night with your friends or with your family, someone you want to have fun with, because now is the time. And I was also getting to try being more creative even in your work where you're able to, and that will help bring more joy into your daily life. I will now draw a few tarot cards to see what else is in store for your summer. We have our first card. Here we go. Your first card is the Five of Swords. So you might feel like you're a little bit on the defensive mode this summer, and that could even be with you resting more. You feel like you have to defend yourself as to why you are resting or deserve the rest. And you deserve the rest because you are a human being, and even just living takes energy. And in order to not burn out, we have to balance the work and the play. And so you may feel like you're defending yourself a little bit, justifying why you need that time. And you might even have to set some boundaries with people regarding your rest, because it can be very hard to say no to people, and sometimes we have no choice but to say no to people for our own mental well-being and physical well-being. And Spirit wants you to put yourself first and defend those boundaries you set in order to protect yourself and your energy. And your next card is the Nine of Coins. So there will be abundance and happiness within your summer this year. There's going to be beautiful flowers and fruits, you're going to be so fulfilled materially and on a spiritual level as well. What is coming into your life is going to make you truly happy. It's not just going to be, oh, I bought that thing I wanted to buy, and then one day later you just don't even have that excitement about it anymore. No, what you are going to be getting yourself into this summer is going to feel so fulfilling, and it comes in because you defend your boundaries and you put your creativity first. And you putting your creativity first may even open doors that you didn't expect, and everything will happen in divine timing like it always does. So stay strong to those boundaries and be loyal to yourself, and what will come in is going to be beautiful. I'm getting like dream house and dream garden, and that will be so exciting. And even just spending more time in parks too, and with your loved ones, may be fulfilling as well. Let's see what your next tarot card is here. We have the Page of Cups. So you're going to be receiving some messages this summer from the spiritual world, and they are probably going to be messages that you don't quite understand yet, and you may be spending more time closer to bodies of water, especially with it being summer. You're probably going to be out swimming more, enjoying the sun, and Spirit wants to communicate with you through those places. So you may get messages and synchronicities when you are near the water and enjoying yourself swimming, and even just standing by the water or hiking by the water. And if you speak to the water like you are speaking to your higher self or God or the universe, and you release your burdens to the water, Spirit will show you synchronicities, and you may not quite understand them, but you will know that it is a message and that you are making a connection. And that is why you are able to feel fully fulfilled in where you are materially at this time as well, because you see those messages. And while you don't fully understand them yet, you know that it is a positive omen. So I will now draw a Moonology card to see what the moon has in store for you this summer. And just as I was shuffling here and looking at your spread, I'm getting like drawn to the angel's feet here, which is strange, yes, but I'm getting to get out there and ground. In the sand in the summer is especially nice and a great time to ground yourself, and that will help you gain more stability and be more clear-headed. And the Moonology card you got is the end of tough cycles approaches, which is full moon in Capricorn. So that is just wonderful to hear that in this summer the end of tough cycles approaches. That could mean financially, but it could also mean emotionally and mentally, especially with going into the summer and getting more vitamin D. It's easier to have a more positive outlook on life. The days are longer. It feels like you can just get anything done in the world. But I will now read the message from the guidebook for you. hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecasted. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you are prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true. Without being ruthless, of course. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Release control and trust the universe. A professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. So, you may be going through a cycle right now. Maybe you're having a little bit of troubles with the current job situation, and maybe you're feeling called to do something creative, and maybe you have outside voices telling you, like, what are you doing? And you have to be strong with your boundaries and trust your intuition. And that new creative pursuit may just open the abundance for you for this summer. And you have to trust your intuition with the Page of Cups. You may not understand it quite yet, but you're not meant to. But if you trust your intuition and you start getting synchronicities about what it is you are going for, then you will be on the right track. So, that is your reading for this summer. I hope it benefited you and you got something from it. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I hope you have a wonderful summer and have a blessed day.